back to All Things Dope, and I gotta be honest with you guys, this will probably be a super short video, but it's only because of the fact that everyone is very tight-lipped right around this time, and that's because we're literally 1 week away from Comic-Con, actually a little over a week I should say, from Comic-Con, and everybody in the business right now has been keeping a hush-hush about news coming out. Now, we have seen some things. Obviously, Suicide Squad set visits are starting to come out. We also have the new Flash season has now started officially shooting. Supergirl is going to start shooting here in a few days. So all of these things are starting to accumulate, and they will have to put some things together before Comic-Con. So you're going to see a couple of those things come out, but I didn't really want to talk too much about those things until we got official confirmation, but also because on Comic-Con, it's going to blow the roof off of whatever is out there this week. So I'm not really worried about it this week, but I did want to say big shout out to The Flash. The whole show. I mean, this show is incredible. We just got official images of Wally West being Kid Flash. Who knows if they're going to call him Kid Flash in the show, but Kid Flash is going to be on the show now officially. For me personally, I wish they would have went with the silver and the red costume as opposed to the yellow and red, just because you've had the Flash, you've had the Reverse Flash. They both have those colors in there, so I would have liked, personally myself, silver and the red Wally West Flash. But hey, to each his own, you know what I mean? It's still going to be really dope. But they have also, and these were leaked out, and this is the problem, right? This is the problem the week before Comic-Con is now you're getting set photos, just like we got last year, right around this time, of the Suicide Squad. We got some bootleg Suicide Squad pictures, footage. Man, they were all over the internet for a minute. You couldn't get enough of it. But that's kind of where we're at right now. Like I said, in today's world, you can't really keep anything a secret. But for Comic-Con, they will be doing everything they can, because people pay a lot of money for those Comic-Con tickets, man. I don't blame them. I mean, it would be awesome to be able to get the opportunity to go out there. So definitely don't blame them. And that's part of the reason that Marvel had moved away from it for a while. That's why they started doing D23, is they got tired of stuff getting leaked out. So everyone in the movie industry, the TV industry, as far as comic book stuff goes, has been very tight-lipped about all of this, just because you know, Comic-Con themselves, San Diego Comic-Con, they are afraid for this stuff to leak out beforehand, because then more and more movie studios and everything like that, they start to get a little bit shy. So this year, there's going to be a lot more security. There's going to be a lot more cell phones getting taken up. So we'll see if anything leaks out like it did last year, but I can guarantee you that they will put a stop to that like they have never put a stop to it before. We're talking metal detectors, patting people down, the works. So we'll see how it goes, but I did want to touch on the fact that I really did love the Flash. Kid Flash was revealed this week, and I'm not a big fan of the color scheme for the costume. I feel like he looks too much like the Reverse Flash from Season 1, but really, as far as the costume goes, but I did want to see a, you know, silver and red Wally West, a silver and red, you know, Kid Flash. That would have been awesome, man, but that's not what we're getting, so let's go ahead and throw that out the window. But for real though, if the suit looks good, Wally West, I'm excited to see that he has his powers, but I'm thinking that maybe he has his powers because it's an alternate timeline. It's not really the original timeline from the Zoom series, so we'll see how it goes. But there also have been other set photos that came out here recently that show off what looks to be a new villain. Now, we don't have any idea who this new villain is. I'm sure when Comic-Con comes in the next, 2 weeks or so, we'll figure out who that is. But I'm sure they're gonna want to keep the name simple. He looks like the Black Racer. He also looks like Inertia. He also looks like Impulse. He looks like a version of Johnny Quick. He looks like a lot of different Reverse Flash-ish people. He looks like a lot of evil speedsters. I kind of wish that they were not going in this direction, to be honest with you. I wanted to see a different big villain. I want to see maybe even just Mirror Master. I know he sounds like a crazy character, but he actually can work very well. Or even just another member of one of the Rogues Gallery. Like, there are a million different Flash villains, and all of them better than the last. So I would like to see that, but we are going back to the evil speedster, which it works. I mean, it works, right? He's the only villain that can keep up with the Flash on some levels. We know for sure that it's not going to be Godspeed. I mean, the color scheme is way different, so it's definitely not Godspeed. But I would say, if it is a Black Racer, I hope that they don't call him that. I think that they will stick to something easy to say, because Zoom is easy to say. The Reverse Flash, not so much, but Zoom was definitely easy to say, so something like Impulse or Inertia or something like that would work. But there's been suggestions from other set visits that they, it's not Thomas Felton's character, it's another character, totally different type of character, still a white guy, still blonde hair, but we're thinking that it's someone from the Thawne family. And if that's the case, if it's somebody from the Thawne family, it could be anybody, but more than likely it is Thaddeus Thawne. And that's who we are, and I say we as the Flash community, who have really been diving into these set photos, has kind of been picked apart, and I've seen in different Reddit sources, everyone is saying that it's possibly Thaddeus Thawne, or even Bart Allen, maybe an evil version of him. So we don't know. We won't know until Comic-Con. I'm sure once Comic-Con comes out, we'll get everything. We will get everything that we wish for. As far as being a nerd, man, being a nerd, it's one of the best times to be a nerd, geek, whatever you want to call us. It's the best time to be a sweaty nerd in today's society. In 2016 is the best time. If you have not come and join this culture, man, you are always more than welcome. The water is just fine. Alright guys, but anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I promise you, there will be more news coming. It's just that, like I said, everybody's been very tight-lipped here recently, and I don't want to recap stuff that everybody else has been recapping stuff. I mean, there's always been, new Joker photos and stuff like that. That's always cool, but what's better is when we get that sweet, sweet, sweet Comic-Con love that's going to be coming, and I know that it will. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Like I said, guys, this video is going to be super duper short. But again, next week, guys, we will be bringing some more flavor with all the flavor that Comic-Con is going to be dropping for us. So thank you so much for keeping up with me. I just wanted to throw something out there so that you guys could get a little taste this week. But I promise you, next week, once all the Comic-Con stuff starts coming out, I will definitely be on a little bit more. I'm out. Peace.